Mr. Grandon. Good morning, everybody.
It's only me. Now, why am I wearing this Mandalorian helmet? Where have you seen that before? Well, tomorrow is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And for those of you who are Star Wars fans, it's a special day where fans can watch films and celebrate. I think I'll be watching The Mandalorian because that's my favourite at the moment. Even if you're not a fan, you can still celebrate it by dressing up and by going and stuff like that. Well, I brought a couple of very precious things to show you today in my shed. And the first one is this. I wonder if you can see that. You see that little guy? Yeah, it's a little guy. His name's Yakface. He's in Jabba's palace. And then the second one I'd like to show you is this. Hopefully you can see that. You can see the writing is not in English, it's in Hungarian. Now both of these were found in a flea market in Hungary, and they're very, very precious. Not only because they're rare, but also because they're worth quite a lot of money. This one's worth about £150 and this one's worth about £250. Crazy, isn't it? Just for a little bit of plastic. They're my favourite Star Wars things. And that's why I'm wearing this as well. Can you see it? It's very, very nice. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, we had the poem to finish, didn't we? I found my glasses this time. Do you remember last time Michael Rosen and his family had gone for a picnic where there was wasps, and then they went for a picnic and there was a smell, and then finally they went for a picnic and they found a lovely place, and the little boy Eddie, who was 3, didn't want to eat any food, so he got in the car. The handbrake was left off and the car went into a ditch, and there was peaches on top of the car, and the peaches were everywhere and they couldn't get the car out of the ditch. So what were they going to do? What to do? I got out of the car and looked round, and there was no one anywhere. We're stuck in the middle of the French countryside. We're stuck in a hedge miles from home. And then I looked again. Up the road I could see a field, someone's backside. A man was bending down digging potatoes, so I ran up to the road and spoke to him. Excusez-moi, monsieur, je suis anglais et je suis stupide. I'm English and I'm stupid. And my little boy got in the front seat of the car and went down the hill and blup, it stuck. The man stood up and slowly wagged his finger at me. Jamais, jamais, jamais. Never, never, never. Never let a child on the front seat of a car. They can easily... Yeah, I know that now, I said, but how do I get the car out? Then he raised both his hands by his side and said, bof. This is French for, I haven't got a clue, you're on your own, mate. Try it. Raise both arms by your side, hands upwards, and say it as you blow your cheeks out. Bof. Bof. So now what? Far away in the distance I see a man ploughing a field, so I started running up the road towards him. As I'm running along, I start to realise that I'm only wearing my underpants. When we had the picnic, I thought I would sunbathe, so here I am running down the road in my underpants. No matter. Must press on. As I got nearer to the field where the man was ploughing, I started thinking, how do you get someone to stop ploughing a field? So I climbed over the fence and stood in front of the tractor. I held up both my hands and started waving. I don't suppose the farmer had ever seen a hairy bloke in his underpants standing in front of his tractor waving his hands. But he brought the tractor up to me and stopped it. Then he said, "Eh bien," which is French for, well, have you got something to say or not, or are you completely stupid? As you say it, you have to nod your head upwards, leaving your mouth open after you've said it. The bien sounds a little bit like bang, said through your nose. Try it. Eh bien? Eh bien? So I said, excusez-moi, monsieur, je suis anglais et je suis stupide. I'm English and stupid. And my little boy got in the front seat of the car, and the car went down the hill and blop, it stuck. The man looked at me and slowly wagged his finger and said, jamais, jamais, jamais. Never, never, never let a child into the front seat of a car because they can easily... Yeah, I know that now, but do you think you could help me? I could pay you. It would be very nice if... So 3 hours later, after he had lunch, he came along with his tractor, his wife, his dog, and a long chain. They tied the chain around the back bumper of the car. They pulled and heaved. They heaved and pulled, just like the story of the enormous turnip. And they pulled and heaved the bumper right off the car. Thanks. Well, in the end, they got the little yellow Renault 4 out of the bush and out of the ditch. After we'd kicked it a few times, it worked. It was a bit difficult going round corners, but it worked. We've got a photo of the little yellow Renault 4 stuck in the ditch in our photo album. It's great. It reminds me of the stupidest thing I've ever done. And there's a picture of him there, look. Can you see that? Just running up to the tractor with his underpants on. We all do stupid things, don't we? It's what we do afterwards. Isn't it great if we can say sorry or we can get it fixed? Well, there's a couple of things I want to say before I sign off. One is thank you to Peacock Class and to Monarch Class, because I saw your loo roll videos and they are brilliant. Lots of throwing it around and lots of activities going on. And it's lovely to see you. And it was all the staff said that it brightened up their day and brought a tear to their eye to see you all again, which is great. Well, I think it's time for us to finish now. Oh, no, there is one thing. I probably imagine that some of you are spending a little bit more time on the internet or on games, because obviously we're in lockdown, as you know. Can you please make sure that you stick by these 3 very important rules? One is be kind. Always say kind things to people with headphones on or while typing on the internet, even if you get frustrated and angry. Don't share your personal information. Tell people who you are or where you live. And if people do ask you for your personal information, report it to an adult, or there's usually a little reporting button on things like Roblox and Minecraft. Or you could also go on the See Up button. But be careful out there, because some people aren't what they seem. Anyway, I'm going to put my helmet on. Lovely to see you all again. Hopefully I'll see you next Monday. Oh, hold on. Bet the Mandalorian doesn't wear glasses.
Say with me, may I be happy, may I always feel safe, and may I be free. And think of someone else and say with them, may they be happy, may they always feel safe, and may they be free. And obviously, finally, may the force be with you always.